Hello everyone. Return to Ravnica block dailies are finally up. Didn't actually take them that long. Came out around Friday of last week? Or last Friday? Basically the week of I did the sealed thing, but not whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Came out right after I did the sealed thing. So for this one, I'm going to be playing a Selesnya deck I basically just copy and pasted from one of the two dailies that finished before this one. So I made a few changes, not that many though. I can't remember what they are because I haven't played very many games of the format yet. It's really new. I haven't played in a daily yet. But I mean, this game plan is very simple. Just get out some large creatures, start populating. Uh, all these 2-drops are very good. Call of the Conclave makes 3/3 centaurs, very watch wolves you can populate. The Guild Mage is very good in the late game. Gives you board states that they can't really readily overcome. And the Selesnya charms do basically everything you want to. The 2/2 Knight is what I use it for most often, though the +2/+2 and Trample, and of course exiling like a Niv Mizzet or Armada Worm, those are also very good modes. The 2-drops are very essential to the deck. Probably some of the better 2-drops in the format. And actually one of the things I like about this deck the most is the Rootborn defenses. I only played like a couple matches with this deck, but 4 Rootborn defenses in the main deck is pretty good. It lets you win combat pretty radically, and if you have a Centaur token, you just get another one, in addition to winning combat. Also very good at dodging Supreme Verdict. Unfortunately, it doesn't dodge things like Dramatic Rescue or Selesnya Charm, so kind of have to still play around those. And for good 3-drops, we have Lockstone Smiter and Centaur Healer. Healer more for the 3 life, because there are a bunch of Rakdos decks running around, and Smiter more because, it's a 3 mana 4/4, can't really ask for more. Trostani is also very good, it's surprisingly, against a lot of decks. As long as you have one token, you don't really need to commit more to the board, you can just keep populating over and over again, and you're gaining life as you do so. Armada Worm, of course, as good as advertised. I want to go back and talk about Keyrune. Oops, I just took one out of the deck. Probably don't want to do that. So, Keyrune has impressed me. You get early Armada Worms or Collective Blessings, usually Armada Worm. But the main thing is when they remove all your creatures, you still have a creature left over that you can battle with. Like if they Supreme Verdict and you don't have Rootborn defenses up, you can still attack them with a 3/3 and they're still hard pressed to deal with it. Sideboard's a little hodgepodge. I didn't really know what to put in it. I think I changed some of it, but I don't really know what. I know I added a Collective Blessing because I thought this card would be very good against uh, the mirror. Like as long as your creatures are bigger than theirs, you should be able to win. The Heroes Reunion, obviously, against super aggressive decks. Thundergut's pretty good against Detention Sphere and Keyrunes, so it's mostly for control. Pithing Needle for Jace. uh, I'm not sure what Aerial Prediction is for. As I said, I copied this deck list, but I assume it's for like the Niv Mizzet control decks, which you're just playing Niv Mizzet as finishers. Excuse me, it's my alarm to tell me the daily is starting. Now let me finish talking about this deck before I start playing with it. And the Goliaths are just good threats. I've brought them in a couple situations actually against control and aggro. I'm not really sure where they belong, but they're pretty good to have in case you want to take out like Trostani because she won't get the job done, or maybe the Centaur healers. You just need some extra fat in your deck. So that's the deck. Let's go to round 1 since we're here. Go on the play, obviously. Ew, this hand is not very good. I don't like keeping 5-landers, though the Guild Mage is pretty good. If they remove it, I just don't have anything else to do. So we're going to mulligan this one. Yeah, this hand's pretty good, actually. Turn 2 Conclave, turn 3 Keyrune, turn 4 Trostani. Opponent also mulligan to 6. Mountain could mean Rakdos or the Izzet deck. The Izzet deck, I've only seen... I'm saying these like they're established archetypes, but there's only been 2 dailies so far. So I'm just kind of winging it right now. If he's Rakdos, he's just going to play his Swamp next turn and a Guild Mage probably. Maybe a Gork clan, whatchamacallit, Chainwalker. Yeah, Guild Mage. Okay. I think Rakdos is a good matchup. I haven't played it yet, but it seems like the amount of life gain I have would be good against it. I think I'm just gonna battle here. Because if he plays, he can't play Rakdos next turn, which is the only reason I'd want to leave back a blocker. Rakdos, Lord of Riots. Yeah, I'm gonna play Kirun so I can play Tristani next turn. Because I'd rather play Tristani than Centaur Healer. Because if I play Tristani and then Centaur Healer, I gain 6 life. Also, Rakdos has a very hard time removing 5 toughness creatures. I can't actually think of a way. The only deck I know of plays Annihilating Fires as their removal spell. They have Traitor's Instinct in the board, but that's not main deck, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play my Trostani and pass the turn. Guildmage is very good in this deck. Makes blocking very hard. Am I gonna block? If I block here, he can double Guildmage to kill it. If I block here, he can double Guildmage. Or just Annihilating Fire it. So I'm probably not blocking with this Trostani. So I'll block his Guildmage if he doesn't have a mountain. I think even if he does have a mountain, I'm gonna block Guildmage, because if he wants to kill this, he can't play Rakdos. And I'm fine with him spending his turn to kill a Centaur token. Even though I have a Populator in play. Yeah, because now I can play Centaur Healer and gain 6, and then play Guildmage and gain 2. It's 8 life. It's not out of reach for him, but it's pretty close to it. I'm going to attack with Tristani as well because I'm not populating or blocking with her. Back up at 20. 22. If I draw a land, I can make a Centaur. I might double block his Guildmage next turn. Untapped land? I'm gonna double block his Hellhole Flare actually. I don't want that to stay around dealing damage to me. Since I can't activate my Guildmage next turn and I have another one in hand, I don't mind throwing it away. Throwing away both my creatures, I guess. What's this? 3 mana? Is he just sacrificing it? Oh, he's Annihilating Fire. Okay. Call the Conclave would be a really good draw. What did he just cast? Oh, Rick's Mighty Guildmage. Call the Conclave would be a really good draw here. And this card's very good. I'll just start making Centaur tokens turn after turn. I should have made a token on my turn so he couldn't Annihilating Fire in response. That was a misplay. Now he's gonna punish me for it by killing it. Oh, whatever. Oh, neat. He doesn't have Annihilating Fire. I'm actually just gonna take the 4. Even though he can play Rakdos this turn. I probably shouldn't have taken the 4 if he could play Rakdos. Rakdos is actually one of the few cards I can't deal with unless I have a Selesnya Charm. That's the only removal in the deck. Selesnya Charm. Can't really remove with anything else. You just have to overwhelm them. Okay, I'm going to start blocking with Centaur tokens now. Now that I have an active Guildmage and a Trostani. Well, Guild Mage isn't active until next turn, but I'm going to cast it this turn. Also, I need to kill him eventually before he can Rakdos return me for... I don't know. I'm still at 20. Trostani seems very good against the Rakdos deck. I wonder how they beat this card. I actually have a Rakdos deck in my deck collection, so I might just pull that up to look at the deck list, since I'm not very familiar with them yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Oops. Won't let me load. Magic Online is not letting me load a deck. Oh, because he conceded, and now it won't show me the prompt where I can go to sideboarding. Man, Magic Online is a well-designed program. So I'm gonna pause this while I figure this out. Okay, so I'm back. Let's see what I want on board. I definitely want this Heroes Reunion, and I want Aerial Predation just to deal with Rakdos. I think it's his only flying creature. I'm actually going to pull up the Rakdos deck real quick and find out. Rakdos. So he's definitely boarding in the Trader's Instincts, I would imagine. And the only thing I'm really worried about is Rakdos. Though, putting in one card, I guess I'll just conserve my Selesnya Charms to deal with them. I don't want Collective Blessing because I don't really need to win more. Pithing Needle seems pretty good against his Guild Mages, which is the best card in his deck. But, I mean, my main deck seems very good against him already. I wish I had another Trostani to ring in. Like, the Rootborn defenses are very good. I can take out one for... He's Mizzium Mortars, depending on how many he plays. And I don't have a time limit on my deck, so I don't know if I'm coming close to it, since Magic Online bugged. I think I'm just going to submit. I have a Heroes Reunion, and that's the only change I made. Sure. Definitely not taking on any Centaur healers. This hand's below average, but still good enough. Him not having a Cackler is pretty good for me. Rakdos Cackler gets in like a good 4 damage on this hand. That is not a bad deal for 1 mana. Okay. Rakdos Guild Mage. Oh, Armada Worm. That's a hard card for him to deal with. Everything short of Trader's Instinct, which still can't deal with. So, attack for 2, play Dread Reveler, I imagine. A Dead Reveler, excuse me. Yeah, Dead Reveler. That's annoying because it can't get outblocked by Centaur Healer. Actually, I can't even Lockstone Smite it. I'll play Lockstone Smiter so that he can't attack with his Guild Mage. Because if he plays a Swamp then attacks with his Guild Mage, I'll block the Guild Mage, and he'll either trade with Smiter or just not attack with Guild Mage. Of course, he can still get in for 3 and then ping me for 2. Or play Rakdos. Which, maybe I should bring in Aerial Predation. Because I'm continuously worried about Rakdos. So what would I board out? Pretty sure I'd board out... This is gone for a Heroes Reunion. So maybe the Guild Mages? It's not really a late game matchup. Like, it's a 2-2 body, but I can't actually deal with Rakdos. So maybe just take out the Guild Mages for aerial predations. Yeah, that seems fine. And then take out 3. Oh, he played a mountain, so he can't actually play Rakdos. Let's see what he's playing. I can't. They don't really have 4-drops in their deck other than Rakdos. It's mostly just Dead Revelers and Key Runes, and play a Gorg Clan Chainwalker, whatever the card's called. Or Pingming. Okay, I'm going to attack with a Smiter now. Because I don't think I can block anything next turn. I'm not going to give up my Smiter for nothing. And then play a Centaur Healer. Next turn play nothing. Because I don't have anything else to play. This deck doesn't really have any 5-drops, it's always really awkward. To go straight from 4 to 6, you need a key rune. I was watching the Pro Tour coverage earlier today. It's actually going on now. I don't want to watch it, but I'm recording a daily feel instead. The Eggs deck went what, 15-1 in the Swiss? It's very good. I'm very impressed by that deck. I didn't think it was going to actually be played since everyone was on Jund and stuff, but it makes sense how he just played a combo deck because everyone took combo cards out of their, or combo hate cards out of their sideboards because combo decks weren't as resilient. So now like Storm is doing well, Eggs is doing well. And by the time Modern season rolls around, none of those decks will do well anymore. Opponent's finally letting me attack. I think he's letting me attack. I might not just be able to attack. I'll keep y'all informed. I'm gonna pause so you don't have to listen to me babble. Okay, so I get to attack. He's not blocking. I'd be astounded if he blocked. This key rune might actually go on the beatdown next turn. Really wish I had a Tristani in my hand. Healer, go. Is it kind of bad that I want to draw Heroes Reunion next turn? Or Call the Conclave would be much better, I think. And I'd call the Conclave and have Rootborn defenses up to block everything. No one ever plays around Rootborn defenses. It's really hard to play around. He sure is reveling in a lot of dead over there. Gorehouse Chainwalker. Okay, that's what it's called. I think I'm just gonna still leave open Grove of the Guardian. I'm sorry. Not Grove of the Guardian. Rootborn defenses, so I can double block two of his things. Like, I don't get the proliferate, but I don't think I can take this much damage. Maybe I can. This looks like a Trader's Instinct. What costs 5 mana? Rakdos return for 3? Yeah, okay, I'll discard everything but Armada Worm. Should have played a Grove of the Guardian. That was my fault. That puts him out of mana, though. So now he can't really attack with Dead Revelers unless he wants to just trade with them. And I'm not going to trade my Key Rune. Why is he doing all this pre-combat? That seems abysmal. Like, if he just attacks first, I can't make any profitable blocks. And I use my Rootborn defenses. And then he can use his Guild Mage, or just not, and then make me discard my entire hand. Yeah, now he can't attack at all. So you heard it here first, guys. Actually, you probably didn't, because it's very common knowledge. But, we should probably attack before playing spells. From me to you. Hopefully our Mod Worm stabilizes this board. Next turn I can play Guild Mage and make a Worm token. Please don't have Trader's Instinct. Is this another Rakdos return? No? Oh, I think he's attacking first this time. Okay, so I don't have Guild Mage in my hand anymore. So let's go ahead and play off that. Or maybe he's just casting Rakdos Return more efficiently by clicking the mana cost, and then his lands to pay for X. I don't know what he's doing. The Rakdos deck is pretty good though. Like if you don't have very many cards in the format yet, they're all very cheap. They're commons and uncommons mostly. Mizium Mortars. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I have to block. That sucks. If I block his Dread Revelers, oops. Dead Revelers, I go to 8, and then I can play Guild Mage and populate. I don't know if that's even good enough. Or I could block 2 of his creatures, play Guild Mage, and have Selesnya Rune open. I think that's fine. I definitely have to kill a Guild Mage here. Otherwise I won't be able to block very well. I can always just draw another Armada Worm too. That didn't happen. Dang it. I'll just play second Guild Mage. I have to... So I have to chump block and then trade. I have to draw an Armada Worm basically. Whoa, whoa, what's happening here? Does he have an Annihilating Fire? He must have an Annihilating Fire. Oh, okay. Same thing. So nothing saves me right now? Forest. That's pretty close. I might as well attack with my Kieran. Put some fear in his heart. Okay, so I decided I do want Aerial Predation in case he has the Rakdos, and I wanted to take out Guild Mages. Guild Mage is pretty good. I'm just gonna take out one. I don't want to. I haven't seen Rakdos yet, but there's no way he doesn't play it. It's one of the strongest cards in the deck, if not the strongest card in the deck. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Actually, you know, I don't want Aerial Predation. I want another Armada Worm. The card's very good at stabilizing the board. Yeah, that should be fine. I would like to play first. Well, if Magic Online lets me play first, I would. So turn 2, Heroes Reunion. Sand's actually mediocre, but I have a 3-drop and a Reborn Defenses, so I'll keep it, I guess. What's my best case scenario draw? It's probably Call the Conclave, a Guild Mage, or a Tristani. And I have enough lands to cast Armada Worm, minus a Forest. Like, if I'll probably draw 2 lands before then. What can I mulligan into? Could actually mulligan into a bunch of things that are better. I'm gonna keep it, because I want to see if Heroes Union is actually that good. I don't think it's very good in this hand, because I don't really have much to stem the flow. But if he doesn't have Guild Mage, Smiter will just crush his forces. He kept it 7 as well. I'm pretty sure this hand is risky on the side of mulliganing, or I'm pretty sure this hand is closer to mulliganing than keeping, but I wanted to keep it. I guess I'll play Heroes Reunion. Don't have anything else better to do. Oh geez, he's missing land drops? Okay. I got rewarded for keeping a bad hand. And drawing like infinite Reborn Defenses. He must have a ton of 2-drops in his hand. I'm actually scared. Oh. Okay. So he kept a... This is This is completely necessary, by the way, when you keep one lander on the draw and just don't draw anything, and then concede on the second turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you should have mulliganed that hand. Oh well. Oh, that was round 1. Be back for round 2.